The material dock is a charging station by a company called Studio Neat. This is an elegant and aesthetically pleasing way of organizing your chargers. They sent me this trio version to review. The way this works is the material dock takes your existing Apple chargers, in this case the MagSafe chargers and the Apple Watch charger, and organizes them in a neat way. On their own, the MagSafe chargers don't really look very nice. I'm not a huge fan of the way these look on their own. I'll also say if you have more than one MagSafe charger on like your bedside table, like if you have one for like your iPhone and your AirPods and stuff like that, it gets messy and it just doesn't look good. Like they don't look nice. So with the material dock, what it does is it allows you to put a couple of MagSafe chargers in there and your Apple Watch charger. So it builds this whole charging solution for you. You can then route the cables underneath it in this track system. I will say the cables don't want to stay in the track system very well. Like if you pick it up, they will try and pop out. That being said, I don't really pick it up very often. I mean, I just picked it up to bring it in here to review it, but most of the time, like I don't really pick this up, so the cables popping out isn't a big issue. This is just a much nicer solution than having a whole bunch of chargers living on my nightstand. Now, there's a few different flavors of the material dock. This one right here is the Trio. So what this is it's two MagSafe pucks and an Apple Watch charger. So you have this vertical stand right here. This is for your iPhone. If you have the new AirPods Pro, you can plug it in here too, because that has the magnetic casing so that it'll attach this if you want to. But it also has this MagSafe puck back here. In my case at night, I put my AirPods here to charge. And then of course, this part right here is for your Apple Watch. What I really like about it is it has this indent right here. So if you're have like one of the Apple Watches that doesn't open up, like it's one of those like rubbery ones that you gotta kind of like pull off. Those don't typically work with flat chargers. They work really well with these vertical stands, and it just sits really nice in here, especially if you use nightstand mode on your Apple Watch. Now, if you're just an iPhone user, you don't have Apple Watch or AirPods or anything like that, they have a solo one, and basically it's just a way to like make the MagSafe puck look nicer, which I think is a nice touch. I would use this if I still had like a day job or something like that. I would use that at my desk there. Then there are two Duo versions. One is a single MagSafe puck and an Apple Watch charger. Works great if you're an iPhone and an Apple Watch charger and you need a bedside table. And then another is two MagSafe pucks. So one for an iPhone or AirPods or two iPhones or whatever, like whatever combo you want to do in there. Now, what I will say about the MagSafe Duo, one thing to keep in mind is the new AirPods Pro, they can charge using the Apple Watch charger. So if you get the MagSafe Duo and later on down the road, like maybe you don't have the new AirPods Pro right now, or you do have them right now, but you don't want to get the whole Trio setup, you could use either the Apple Watch charger or the MagSafe puck to charge the new AirPods Pro, the second gen ones. Pricing wise, these are not cheap. The Trio here, I believe was like, it's $80, which is very expensive, especially considering you still have to buy the MagSafe pucks. I mean, the Apple Watch charger comes with your Apple Watch, so you don't really need to worry about that, but iPhones don't ship with the MagSafe pucks, so you still got to get those, and I think those are like 40 bucks a piece, and then you got to get like the charging bricks and stuff like that. So that whole setup adds up really quickly. If you're somebody that really wants a nice looking setup, this is a good way to go. Like a nice looking charging setup for your nightstand. This is an excellent way to go. And it works solidly because it uses the Apple chargers, and the Apple chargers are really nice, but it's just really pricey. For me, I would spend the money because like I mentioned, I'm trying to make everything in this new place look really nice because I want to use all the rooms as filming sets eventually and stuff like that. Like I want to make things look good. I want to enjoy being here. But also, I had the MagSafe pucks already. I originally had one MagSafe puck here for my home office, and then I bought one way back when I still had a day job for my desk there in the office. So I already had them, so it wasn't that big of a deal to me. So if you already have the MagSafe pucks, maybe that price is a little easier to swallow. The best way to think about this product is it's not a charging solution. It's more of a charging organizer. So it's not something that's like some must-have thing, but it's a nice thing to have if you're trying to make your setup look nice. And it does a really great job at that. So for me, this replaced my bedroom charging setup. I was already looking for a replacement for that. I was using the MagSafe Duo charger. I like that thing because it could fold up, it could charge my iPhone and Apple Watch, only needed one cable, so it looked very minimal on my nightstand, but I didn't really care for the way it looked overall, like aesthetically. Plus, I had been looking for something that had a 3 charging solution so I could add my AirPods Pro to it because I charge those overnight as well, and I'd love to have everything that I charge overnight in just one spot. Overall, it does exactly what it's supposed to do, and it does a really good job at that. It organizes your chargers, makes them look nice, and it keeps all your devices in one spot. I am not somebody that carries chargers all throughout the house and like plugs devices in different rooms and stuff like that. If I'm going to charge my iPhone at home, it gets plugged in here. If I'm going to charge my AirPods or Apple Watch at home, it gets plugged in here. I don't have a bunch of different chargers for my iPhone and other stuff throughout the house. It all goes in right here. I do have chargers for like my laptop and iPad and stuff throughout the house, but that's a whole different video. It's also really nice because all the cables come out right here, so it's really easy to organize those cables and make that look nice. The charging brick I'm using is from Ugreen. It has 3 USB-C ports and enough wattage to be able to charge everything, so I'm able to plug in all the chargers into this one brick. You could use a bunch of the 20-watt Apple power bricks if you want, but this way it was just one device that I was just using. So that worked out really nice for me. I can put a link to that in the description below. They aren't sponsoring me or anything for this. They don't even know I'm mentioning it, but it's just what I use for this. I'll put some links in the description below to where you can go check out the material dock and all the different versions. Overall, I really like it. Yes, it's really pricey. You're kind of paying for that handmade look and stuff like that, but I think it does a really good job at that. So 2 thumbs up. Thank you all so much for watching. If you liked the video, hit the thumbs up button, subscribe if you haven't already, and have a great day.